Hello and welcome back. I'm Harish, and in this channel, I talk about building anything without coding. And in this series, we are looking at a tool called Typebot, which lets you build conversational apps without writing any line of code, and is also a free tool with a paid plan. But the free plan itself is generous enough for you to build any number of bots with any number of interactions. Right? These bots can be deployed in a website or in a Notion page. Also, again, no coding experience required at all. And in this video, we're going to look at how you can send an email from the conversational bot, and the specific example that we're going to look at is how you can get support requests from your customer and reply them back with an acknowledgement that you've received their support request. Right? With that, let's quickly get started and see how to build this conversational bot. Great. The first step is obviously to create an account. The link to the tool is in the description below. And once you create an account, this is what you should see: a dashboard. And if you don't have any other bots, they should be empty. Right? Now we'll do the first step is to create a basic bot from scratch. And the example, as I mentioned before, is that we'll ask the customer to share any support request they have and then respond back to them saying your support request has been received, right? So we need two pieces of information, which is their email and their name, and also what their support request is, right? So let's quickly jump into it and build this, right? So the first step is to ask their email. What is your name? Let's ask their name first and then go to email. I'm going to duplicate this and do what is your email, and let's remove this block, right? And let's call this email block, let's call this name block. Always remember to rename these groups so that whenever you have like a big complex app, it becomes easier to manage. And this is the support request block. Please describe in detail your issue. Right? And now we need an email input field here, and then we need a text input field here. The first one is name, so we'll store the customer's information in a variable called name. Variables are used to store specific information that you're collecting from the customer. Right? The second one is email. So all of this basic placeholders work for us. So we're going to do user underscore mail, and these can be your own names, right? Whatever you want to type, you can type those names. I'm usually used to this format, so you'll see me giving the same example in every video that you see me make. And the last one is the issue itself that the customer is facing in your service or your product that you're offering, and this can be a longer text, so you can enable the long text option and store this in request. Right? Now you have all three pieces of information that you want to collect from the customer. Just link all the blocks together, and then the last step is to send the email. Right? I'm going to organize this like this, and then the last step is to send an email. And on the left you will see that under integrations there is an email block. Right? This block lets you send an email. Right? Now if you want to send an email from your own domain, right, let's say you have a product or a business domain and you have an email that is support@yourbusiness.com, and if you want the email to go from that email, you need a SMTP service like MailLite or Mailgun or MailChimp or Elastic Email. Right? There are multiple services that let you do this. You can configure those by clicking on configure and changing the from address to your own domain name. Right? You click on connect new, and this information is available in your SMTP mail provider, which I mentioned before. Right? It can be Mailgun, MailLite, Elastic Mail, MailChimp, whatever you're using. Once you enter this information, you should be able to send emails from your own domain. But in this case, we'll quickly see how to send this email from the default email address, which is notifications@typebot.io. And in the reply to email, I will enter the customer's email because, actually reply to email is where the customer can reply to, right? So that will be my own email. So I'm just going to do my own email here. And the to address is from the variable, right, that we collected, which is user underscore mail. And the email has to go to the customer, right? So we'll do user underscore email. And then in CC, you can add any CC that you want. And here is the subject line. You can enter the subject line support request received, and in the body you can say hello, your support request has been received, following is what you shared with us. And here you can enter the support request that the customer has typed out. Our team will get back to you soon, thank you. That can be the body of the email. Now you can duplicate the same and send the notification to yourself saying some customer has raised a request, right? In that case, the only piece of information that will change is this, which is the reply to will become the customer's email, so that you can reply back to the customer directly from that email itself. But the to email will become this email, and the reply to will become actually customer's email, right? Send email to your team, right? Now, if you connect this to this, and then this to this, that's it. Our bot is set up, and you can happily publish it or preview it. Right? This is support email demo, right? You can customize the link also, and once you have the link ready, you can go publish this link to your customers and get feedback from them, right? Now I'm going to do Harish at email. My name is Harish, and my email is, since I'm sending it from my let me enter this email. Right, once you enter this, it'll ask me for the issue, right? You can enter long text as well. Let's see what how this works. Once I enter the issue, your product doesn't work for me. I'll click on send, and that should send an email now, right? Let's quickly check if I've received the email or not. I'm going to blur the pieces of my email so that you don't see everything that is in my email. As you can see, we have an email which says support request received, because the first step is you get as a customer who raised the issue. I have raised the issue and sent it to harish@fetch.info, right? So this is the, I did not change the body, so don't get confused. This is the email that goes to the team, right? Now if I go to my email, yeah, it ended up in spam, but we still got it. So this one says support request received, and this, right? So I marked it not spam for now, but yes. So both emails work, and you can change the body text of each email depending on who you are sending the email to. That's how you send emails from the conversational app that you build using Typebot. If you've learned something new from this video, consider dropping a like below, and also subscribing to the channel, because this channel is all about building anything without coding. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.